Yo, good morning, y'all. Today we're gonna talk about 600 Breezy THF Law. They pretty much commented on see their situation, bro, and they feel like, man, that the guys, bro, is doing some shady shit, bro, to 600 I mean, my bad, excuse me, y'all, my bad. Pretty 600 Breezy and THF Lil Law say that the guys been doing some funny stuff when it comes to C-Day, and they feel like OTF is protecting the rat. Let's jump straight into it. I feel like when it comes to Rondo and Cdai, I feel like people pick and choose whose side they on. Of course, we already know Rondo. Rondo got little dirt in his corner. It's no secret. But I feel like a lot of the guys is picking and choosing out of this Rondo and Cdai situation. I feel like if y'all go look at the appeal and y'all really pay attention, Rondo low key is slick trying to throw C-Day up under the bus to get out. But like I'm going to say again, in order for one of these dudes to get out of prison, they going to have to tell who was the shooter. Because from the evidence, the reason why they both got charged and got the same amount of time is because they couldn't prove who the shooter was. Yeah, they had C-Day fingerprints on the car, and they also had his cell phone that was allegedly dropped at the scene. But they don't have a shooter. So they don't know who it is. But by Rondo having that little dirt money and him being able to get a lawyer and doing his appeal process first, from the paperwork that's coming out, it's pretty much insinuating that Rondo wasn't the shooter. So if it's insinuating that Rondo wasn't the shooter, it's only two people that was charged. So if you insinuating in your appeal paperwork that I wasn't the shooter and that it was C-Day, I mean, it's only one other person on the case. But a lot of the guys like 600 Breezy, THF Lil Law, Buka 600, they all spoke on it and said, like they don't like the way they've been doing C-Day, which I feel the same way. I feel like they showing more favoritism to Rondo, and it's like they want Rondo to get out more than they want C-Day to get out. When at the end of the day, if they both went on that hit together, if you ain't gonna help both of those dudes, then it is what it is. But to try to put one against the other, I feel like that's kind of wrong. But I feel like that's what a lot of these guys is forcing Rondo and C-Day to do. You know what I'm saying? C-Day don't got the type of connections that on the outside that Rondo got. But Rondo still being in Lil Dirt favor, he got connections to way more stuff, better lawyers, better commissary, like just more stuff he can get. C-Day, just think about it. His brother passed away. His brother was a big supporter, E-Day. So all he really got is his family. I mean, if any other guys choose to look out for him, but as it's going, every time it comes to this C-Day and Rondo case, I just feel like a lot of the guys favor Rondo, and they act like C-Day ain't still in prison. Don't get me wrong. Neither one of these dudes is perfect. They alleged got charged with a heinous crime, and if they did it, then I mean, you got to do your time. You did the time. I mean, you did the crime. You got to do the time. But the fact that both of these dudes did something for a gang, and in return, bro, they just treating one of them like a piece of, you know what I'm saying? It's like they act like they ain't even locked up. They shout out Rondo in songs. They shout out like Dirk just said in his old song, "Old Days." Rondo, Mama, know I still love her. You ain't why? What's up with C-Day though? So like, is y'all gonna leave this man on stuck and just leave this man to fend for himself doing 30-some years? But meanwhile, y'all gonna look out for Rondo. But if y'all go look at the appeal paperwork, Rondo ain't coming out and saying, "Oh, C-Day was the shooter." He insinuated that he wasn't the shooter. If it's only two people on this case and you insinuate that you wasn't the shooter, it's obvious who the other person is. You get what I'm saying? It's not 10, 20 people on this case to where it's up in the air who it could be. It's only out of two people. So if your appeal paperwork saying that you was standing over here and you wasn't holding this or you wasn't doing that, who gonna get the blame for it? C-Day. It's only two people on your case. And the way Rondo is playing it is, he's saying it like, I was there, but I didn't partake in this. I didn't do this. Yeah, I was part of the robbery. I'm just giving an example. But I wasn't this. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. So when you putting yourself on, for one, you already put yourself on the scene. Then for two, if you saying that it was on you and this guy, and you didn't do the shooting, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, okay, it's obvious. Clinton Massey didn't do it, so Courtney Ely did it. That's see their name. It's just common sense. So when people sit there and they be like, Rondo throwing C-Day under the bus, I gotta agree with that. He is. Is he coming out blatantly telling like, oh, C-Day fired this many shots and this, and this? No, he not. But he's insinuating that it was C-Day. It's only two people on this case. You get what I'm saying? So if you insinuate that it's not you, it only could be one other person. Excuse me, y'all, man. My dog is in the cage playing with this bone. So y'all excuse me. Give me this bone. Every time I start live, you guys want to do something crazy. My bad, y'all. But yeah. But I honestly feel bad for C-Day, bro, because, and this is why I try to tell the kids, y'all kids be out here giving y'all life for these gangs, for these streets, for these blocks. As soon as you get into some serious trouble, man, your homies be the first one to snake you out. Snake you out for a pipe, snake you out for some jewelry, snake you out for some money. As soon as you go to prison, they'll say free you for a couple weeks. Then they'll be trying to mess with your girl. Just think about this man, C-Day 22 was out. Him and RondoNumbaNine, man, was putting it down for 600. Two of the youngest dudes out there. Rondo, 17 at the time. C-Day 22, like what, 18, 19? You get what I'm saying? They putting it down for 600. Look what happened. Them boys got 39, 40 years. And not only is the guys putting them against each other, they going against each other. But think about that. 10, 12 years ago, these dudes agreed to go do a heinous crime. But this is why I try to tell the kids, 5 minutes can cost you the rest of your life. 10 minutes can cost you the rest of your life. You get what I'm saying? Imagine how long it took them to do that. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes. They got 40-something years out of that 10 minutes. 10 minutes cost those young men the rest of their life. And now look, they trying to go through appeal process. They trying to throw one of them under the bus. You know, the gangs turning on them. This is the life that they signed up for. But when they was 10, 12 years ago, when they was out and free and had the opportunity to be whatever they wanted to be in life, they gave they love, they heart, they passion to the streets. And you see what happened. So for the kids out there, man, I get it. A lot of us is in financial situations to where you got to do what you got to do. But all I'm saying is the cars that you dealt with today is not going to be the cars that you're going to have tomorrow or years down the line. I see a lot of people, a lot of the youth, man, they just give up. They want everything to come to them fast, easy, in a hurry. But I'm going to tell you, nothing in life that's worth working for is going to come overnight. And if it is, it's going to be a catch-22 to it. But I wish E-Day, I'm going to say E-Day, rest in peace, E-Day. I wish C-Day the best, and I wish Rondo the best. But the point of this story is that two young brothers gave their life up for the streets and for a gang, and now it's coming back 10 years later. In order for these dudes to get out of jail, they got to throw one of them up under the bus. Like I told you on my last previous video, the state of Illinois is only interested in finding out who that shooter is. Because when they find out who that shooter is, I can guarantee you, the one person going to get resentenced and his time going to get lower. The next person who get accused of doing it is going to get resentenced and get more time. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people keep saying, oh, it's appeal, it's appeal. Yeah, if Rondo win his appeal and get less time, C-Day is going to get resentenced and get more time. You get what I'm saying? That's the way it's going to work. One going to get less time. They're going to resentence him, give him less time, plus the time served. And then the person that get found guilty, there's a chance he could get more time. For real, just think about it. Because part of appeal is getting resentenced. If you win your appeal, you get resentenced. You know, laws might have changed from the time you was locked up. Witnesses may have came forward and changed their statements. So when you get resentences, they take everything into consideration. They take your charge, what you was charged for, the amount of time you spent in here, how much trouble you got in since you've been locked up. You know, they put all of that in consideration when they resentence you. So if Rondo wins his appeal, he gonna get resentenced. So let's just say they take that 39 years back, and let's just say they give him 20 at 50. He done already did 10 years. Or let's just